The judge asked Sam, "How do you plan to educate your daughter?" Sam was at a loss for words. With an IQ of only 7, the question was too difficult for him to answer. He took in a homeless woman, and a year later, she gave birth to a daughter. However, the woman only wanted Sam's money and refused to take any responsibility. She disappeared as soon as she left the hospital. How could someone with an IQ of 7 take care of a baby? Feeding, changing diapers, just buying formula from the supermarket overwhelmed him. He didn't understand why his daughter cried or shouted. A kind neighbor who was disturbed by the noise told him that the baby needed to be fed on time. Sam still didn't understand, so the neighbor suggested he follow the schedule of TV programs. Sam's friends were similarly intellectually challenged, but they all adored the baby. With everyone's love, the daughter grew up day by day. Her little mind began to wonder about a myriad of questions. Why didn't mommy come back? Why does the moon follow me? Initially, Sam could explain with fairy tales, but as his daughter grew older and went to school, he found it increasingly difficult. One day, his daughter told him he was different from other fathers of her classmates. Sam knew he wasn't neurotypical. He feared his daughter would be bullied at school, and all he could do was repeatedly apologize. But his daughter held his hand and said other parents didn't take their children to the park. But it did. Sam was overjoyed, dancing like a child. Before his daughter started elementary school, Sam wanted to buy her a pair of new shoes, but he didn't have enough money. His friends pooled their resources, and a moved shop assistant even gave them a bunch of balloons. Kindness has nothing to do with intelligence, and in this household, the daughter was especially understanding. When playing with her friends, little Lucy once joked that she was adopted, triggering concerns from authorities and leading to an investigation by Child Services into Sam's unusual behavior. The Child Services filed a lawsuit against Sam, claiming he was incapable of caring for his daughter, allowing him only 2 hours of visitation per week. In a bid to regain custody, friends found a lawyer through newspaper advertisements, but the lawyer initially refused to help Sam upon meeting him after repeated requests and insistence from Sam. Finally, a lawyer agreed to help him pro bono. As the court day approached, the lawyer aimed to prove Sam's competence as a father, but Sam's friends struggled to provide compelling testimony in the office, making it exceedingly difficult for them to testify in court. As expected, during the trial the next day, Sam couldn't even provide a place of residence, raising doubts about his ability to care for his daughter. In a bid to prove Sam's worth as a father, those around him spared no effort, with even the store manager promoting Sam on the spot and giving him a raise. Most crucially, a longtime neighbor, who had been housebound for years, also appeared in court. Coming from a well-off family and a top graduate from a music school, she was considered the most credible witness by the lawyer. Soon, it was time for the most critical segment. Sam was asked how he would educate his daughter when she surpassed his intelligence at the age of 8 next year. The lawyer brought him to his home for practice, where Sam realized the lawyer and her husband were too busy with work and had a strained relationship with their son. Sam quickly became friends with the daughter and taught the lawyer how to interact with her child, while the lawyer gradually coached him on how to articulate his testimony. Before the hearing, Sam was formally promoted to coffee-making duty. Initially manageable, he became flustered as the number of customers increased, ultimately drenching himself in coffee. When it was time for court, Sam rushed in, still wearing his coffee-stained apron. Seeing his disheveled appearance, the lawyer pressed Sam whether he could truly provide a good life for his daughter. Sam broke down, admitting he couldn't. Lucy deserved a better life indeed. After losing the case, his daughter was adopted, and Sam arranged to make up for the missed birthday. But seeing her new wealthy home, he thought she no longer needed his small bouquet of flowers. He left despondently until the lawyer came knocking. Finding Sam isolating himself, the lawyer tried to reason with him, but Sam was in despair. Encouraged by the lawyer, Sam regained his confidence, continuing to work as usual and even earning extra income by dog walking. He went to find Lucy, who was upset about her father's broken promise. Sam apologized while pulling out a letter, an apology letter he had written to his daughter. This letter emptied his entire vocabulary. Shortly after, Sam moved next door to his daughter, and every night, she sneaked out to find him. After she fell asleep, Sam would quietly carry her back to her bed. However, the foster mother didn't blame the daughter. She thought the girl just couldn't bear to be away from her father temporarily. But day after day, until one night, there was a knock on the door. It was the foster mother carrying the sleeping Lucy. After spending so many days together, the foster mother finally realized that Lucy had been surrounded by Sam's love from the beginning to the end all these years. And Lucy also deeply loved her father. Touched by the deep affection between father and daughter, she decided not only to help Sam win the lawsuit, but also promised to assist him in raising their daughter. Sam won when his daughter participated in the school sports competition, All the people who had helped Sam came. They watched the father and daughter on the field, realizing that knowledge, wealth, upbringing, and status were all superficial labels. Only love is eternal.